Today we will take a look at the best running headphones for this year. If you want to find more information, you have links down below. 5. Jaybird X4. The Jaybird X4s are just about the most flexible kind of wireless earphones. You don't have to recharge them every 3 hours like a true wireless pair. And as there's no chunky neckband, you can slip them in a pocket. Jaybird has used the same style through the whole X family, which began all the way back in 2013. There are some significant changes this time, though. All the earlier Jaybird X earphones have a signature in-ear hook to keep them firmly in place during exercise, with an internal honeycomb structure to make it strong and flexible at the same time. The Jaybird X4 earphones juggle the audio priorities of sporting earphones well, and are well suited for daily use. They have some extra bass energy and power, very welcome during runs and gym workouts. But not to the extent they sound juvenile or bloated. After using them for a few weeks, we've completely bedded into this style. Only after comparing to the slightly more restrained Soundmagic E11 did we remember that extra low-end punch was there. 4. Adidas RPT-01. The Adidas RPT-01 have a look that won't appeal to everyone, but their fitness-focused intentions mean they're an ideal fit for those looking for more rugged running headphones. They sound reasonably good too. The Adidas RPT-01 don't look like other on-ear headphones. Eschewing a plasticky or metallic design that other headphone manufacturers go with, the Adidas RPT-01 running headphones are covered in a knitted mesh-like fabric. Underneath the surface, there's plastic and metal at work, but it's the nylon fabric that covers most of the headphones that will catch your eye initially. Thanks to that, they're very light. They only weigh just over 200 grams, making them ideal for workouts and runs. Impressively, the knitted headband and ear pad cushions can be removed and washed if they become dirty, which is a great idea, given they're sweat-proof, but bound to stink eventually if you're exercising a lot. Baked into the bottom of one ear cup is the USB-C port for charging. It's very subtle, and very neatly placed amongst the black and gray of the device. There's no other port here, so you're solely restricted to using the Adidas RPT-01 on-ear headphones in wireless mode, but that's not a problem at all given the impressive battery life. The Adidas RPT-01 on-ear headphones promise a battery life of about 40 hours, and we found that to be accurate. Given their purpose is to be used while you're working out, don't expect to need to recharge them often unless you live at the gym. There's no quick charging facility, but it only takes a few hours to recharge them from empty, and it's not like that's going to happen very often. Like many headphones aimed at the active market, the Adidas RPT-01 on-ear headphones are suitably loud and heavy on the bass. That's no bad thing. After all, if you're pounding the pavement or lifting weights, you want something that sounds powerful and immersive enough to push you through that final set. 3. AfterShokz Aeropex. The AfterShokz Aeropex are the best bone conduction sports headphones you can buy right now. They are more expensive than previous models and deliver a noticeable, albeit slight jump up in sound quality. The slimmer design and improved battery life, though, are the reasons that will convince you it's worth spending a bit more. AfterShokz has successfully managed to shave a considerable amount of weight off the frame and the vital parts of its headphones, to make them lighter to wear and less noticeable when you're on the move. Put the Aeropex up alongside the Trex Air and you can appreciate how much slimmer things have really gotten here. AfterShokz says they're 30% smaller and 13% lighter, and while those sound like small numbers, the difference is very obvious as soon as you pick them up. These are considerably lighter than the last generation. It's still the same neckband style look, but it's significantly reduced the size of the arms that sit just in front of your ears. The frame is skinner too. There's the promise of improved battery life here with the AfterShokz Aeropex. You're now getting 8 hours of music playback and talk time, which is up 2 hours on the airs. It also takes just 1.5 hours compared to 2 hours to fully charge up. You're now also getting an hour of music playback from a quick 15-minute charge. 2. Sennheiser CX Sport. Like many sports-oriented devices, the CX Sports are black with neon accents, and they look quite attractive. The first thing you'll notice about the Sennheiser CX Sports is how full-bodied the bass is. We listened to Bury a Friend by Billie Eilish, and we were blown away by the powerful sub-bass synths, wavering pads, and vigorous percussion. Vocals also sound great, with a smooth yet detailed quality that gives a gorgeous emphasis to every lyric. Despite the power of the bass frequencies, we didn't experience any bleed into the mids, which can often be a problem with bassier headphones. Saying that, we would have liked a little more power behind those mid-range frequencies. While the Sennheiser CX Sports handled the bass riffs of Childish Gambino's Feels Like Summer admirably, we found ourselves missing some richness in the vocal harmonies of the chorus, but that's if we're really nitpicking. Clattering synths and sonorous chimes had a brilliant level of clarity, with a sweet tone throughout. Overall, these sporty buds have a very warm, open sound, with a well-balanced soundstage that lends itself to bass-heavy workout music, R&B, and pop. 1. Beats PowerBeats Pro. There's a lot to like about the new PowerBeats Pro. It has a sport look to it, while still being practical enough to wear around outside the gym. On each of the two earbuds, the PowerBeats Pro have a center playback control button where the Beats logo is, plus a volume rocker. That means you can control your music with whichever hand is free, which is a nice feature. Of course, if you have Hey Siri enabled, you can simply say the wake word with a voice command for the same effect. It also helps that the Pro is extremely comfortable, and not just in terms of how it fits in and around the ear, but also in terms of how it feels when you're listening to music. If you've used other true wireless headphones in the past, you might recall feeling a sort of in-ear pressure while listening to music. It's something we've certainly felt while listening to other workout earbuds like the Jaybird X4, but that uncomfortable pressure simply doesn't exist with the PowerBeats Pro. That's because of a micro-laser barometric venting hole in the front chamber that, in Apple's own words, reduces pressure in the ear and improves the bass response, not that Beats headphones needs any help with bass levels. Another factor that contributes to the excellent fit is how slim the nozzle of the earbuds are. It's smaller than a lot of other true wireless earbuds on the market, and with 4 different ear tip options, there are still plenty of ways to get that perfect seal. Staying in your ear and connecting to your devices seamlessly is table stakes in this category. What really matters is how good they sound when you're moving, an area that a lot of popular earbuds don't really master. The good news is that the PowerBeats sound good both during a workout and during your time away from the gym. There's a slight flimsiness to the sound if you take a critical ear to it, but it's not the kind of thing you notice during your workout. Over the course of a few weeks, we listened to a number of genres and found that, like you'd expect, the Beats brand still caters to EDM, R&B and rap, and can now play most crunchy rock and alternative with some authority. What's more surprising is that the PowerBeats Pro have really turned down the bass this time around. They're not quite at a flat EQ, but it's like a gentle V shape that boosts the highs and lows with a slight recess on the mids. It's a smooth curve that music sounds reasonably energetic, but not too slanted that movies and shows are unwatchable.